Jamie. Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player one chases him down. What's the play here? Sees it coming, blocks it out. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good win. Misses the drive impact. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with Fireball. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Grabs him. Box him with a target combo. Rushes that off and keeps going. Player one is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Knockdown and player two, oh, burnout trigger. Yes, drive impact for the win. That was a clinic of how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Box him with a target combo. The move whips and they get nailed with a punch counter. Definitely shuts out the jumper. Knockdown. Look at the damage that can pump out with the KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Hits him with a stopping block. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. What'll happen here? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Player one will baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Going in, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Then the little game from the top flatline zone. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Got a ton of damage on that opening. Can they do it again? Squeezes the gauge. All right. Coming through. No good up high. Player two chases them down. Closes. What's next? Impact's a no-go. Down to the wire. Right feed opens up. There's their opener. Beats it up with a KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed a huge punish counter right in the opening seconds of this round. Jumps up, brushes that off, and keeps going. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Knockdown, and player one is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Somehow pushes back all the way to center ship. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Both fighters planning something? Both fight the line! Still slugging it out at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Downtown with the pickup! Flatline zone! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a... We ain't even close to done. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Goes for the surprise rush in. There's the corner switch. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. What's the play here? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Neither of them willing to back off. Player one is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. And they're going for the super arc. The super doesn't hit. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Going sends a little game with a Misaki Kohago. Who will capital sneaks in the throw. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure with a stopping block. Traps him with a break-in. How will this impact things? Smart play with the throw. Hits him with his free flow. Drafting it out up close. Going in. Big throw. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Throws him. Knockdown and experiencing burnout. Player nothing stops this train. Player two hits super on to show off what a PhD in fighters can do for you. That's how you close it out. What a beast! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump. Gotta do better than that. Ooh, hits him with a stopping block. Took him to the corner in a flash. Excellent damage up there, the driving tag. Going to a burnout. They mean to do that? Pump the brakes on the impact. Players burn out, but they may have a plan. And they burn out in sync. Amazing. Will this super arc do anything? What were they thinking? Excellent read. A fireball at that range? Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Hold your breath. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Taking stock. Player one is KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throws them to negate the block. Down to the wire. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Uses the gauge for a super arc. No cookout complete without a Kyrian damage. But being anime body is a Kyrian damage. Traps him with a break-in. Light lead is there, but still anyone just goes for it at this range. This is gonna hurt. The drive impact doesn't work. Bumps him hard. Player two doesn't set the throw. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Down to the wire. Deal some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Backs them into the corner. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Goes for the super art? Knockdown. Player 2 has the meter lead. Heading into the end game now. Getting tense. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Oh! Hits him with a stopping bomb. Their drive to maximize their damage. Sticks the combo. Oh, burnout triggered. A quick breather. Baits out the attack and gets the punish from it. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Oh, let's go. Now, can they finish the job? Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Turns up the heat and cooks them with the combo. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Taking stock. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? No more drive gauge. They block the overhead and burnout is triggered. Nice drive impact. Sends them connecting to heaven's Wi-Fi. Good sense to let it rip. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Perfect KO. They were in full control there.
Akuma.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
We got artillery.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Fantastic reaction there.
You say it's up.
Grabs a solid advantage after that big combo. Solid combo. Oh, your grab. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. That's one huge life save. Is this going where we think it is? KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They piled up the knowledge. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. With the throw, hits them with a stopping block. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. There's a change of side. Can't carry to the corner. How will they manage their drive gauge? Oh, burnout triggered. They just made that fair cross-up attack. Like, this is gonna hurt flatline them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.